Hello Flames Nation, and welcome to another installment of Tuesdays with Trevor. I'm joined by a very special guest, a freshman setter, Miss Katie Mueller. Katie, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
First things first, as you guys can see, this is our beautiful new TerraFlex floor. So you guys are the first to see it. Katie, you are the first to see it. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I'm so stoked to be playing on this. It's so nice. It gives us a ton of room to play in, and I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah, this is definitely going to help us in terms of recruiting, but also too just in terms of our gameplay, and it's a very nice touch. So thank you for all you guys that help make this happen in athletics. So we appreciate it. Without further ado, Katie, where are you from? Tell us about your family.
So I am from Southern California. I'm right in between LA and San Diego. For people who don't know Southern California, it's called San Clemente. It's a little beach town. I'm the youngest of 3 kids. I have 2 older brothers that are twins. They're both 23. One's married. They're both back in California. They're just living their life, adult life. And I have 2 amazing parents who are like the best support I could ever have back there.
They are great parents. Speaking of your parents, they're heavily involved in organization at their church. Do you want to just tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so at my church, Crossline, it's in Lake Forest, California. We have a organization that we go to Haiti through, which is the Changer movement. About 8 years ago, my dad got super involved with it. He went over there after one of the earthquakes and just saw what was going on in Haiti and just how they could really use some of our help. And so over the past couple years, he's gone 8 or 9 times over there. We've helped support the Changer movement. Has a orphanage over there, which we helped to build and just supply different needs that they have there. My dad's getting involved with certain people there that he's had connections with, and getting involved in just helping them grow businesses and just loving on them like Christ would.
Yeah. Have you actually been over there yourself?
Yes, I did. I went when I was a sophomore, going to my sophomore year, and it was one of the coolest experiences. I went over the summer with my dad and a couple other people. I was the youngest one, and he was the oldest one that went with the group. Yeah. But we just did a lot of work with the orphanages. We did a VBS there, just some food outreaches, and it was just really cool to see how everyone was working towards one common goal of just loving on the people of Haiti and just doing whatever we can to serve them.
What do you think you learned on that trip?
Honestly, it was really eye-opening to see the people that are in Haiti, when we have the translators or the different connections we have there. They don't have a lot, but they all know that the common goal that we have is just to make heaven crowded, and they're thankful for all that they have. And it really just humbles us that we get places like this to be, and homes shelters. They don't have a lot there, and just seeing how happy they are and serving Christ really just humbles me and helps me realize what the actual goal of life is. So
definitely an attitude of gratitude. Yeah,
exactly.
I love that perspective. Is there a book that you've read that's impacted you, or maybe you listen to a podcast? Or?
Honestly, my favorite is Love Always. I'm right in the middle of Bob Golf. I'm right in the middle of reading it, but it's one of the coolest books I've read so far. It's just all about loving people no matter what. And one of the cool things, I think I heard it from Levi Lusko actually, at one of our convocations here, was that ultimately no, it wasn't Levi Lusko. I don't know, I heard it somewhere, but he's also one of my favorite speakers, that ultimately we are all children of God, and no matter who you have strife with or conflict with, that it's not us against each other, it's us against the enemy. And it's just all about loving on each other, because we are all siblings and children of God. So just having that perspective instead of oh, I'm having conflict with you, you're my enemy.
Amen. I love it. Thanks guys for tuning in. Until next time, go Flames.